false constantly presents itself to me as true. And I need to differentiate that. So where is that starting point? And that's the drop in.
From the Big Island of Hawaii, welcome to Aloha Speaks, home of Malama Aloha Pono by Alexander Noman, offering relief for all relationships with a focus on anger assessment and resolve.
Aloha, Alex here once again with Aloha Speaks. And it would be nice to have a little music accompaniment. Trying to sing a line from an old song, I'm sure forgotten by many. I just dropped in to see what condition my condition was in. That line stuck with me since I was the 60s. Since the 60s. It's dropping in is one way to look at it. The word I use is drop in. And I think a lot of times about this quote that comes from the book Alcoholics Anonymous, written by Dr. Silkworth. He's not even named in the doctor's opinion I think it's called the foreword on page XXVII. Roman numeral page that says he worked with many thousands, tens of twenties of many thousands of alcoholics, a precious man, and he saw the common traits, and the line says they cannot, after a time, differentiate the true from the false. I raise my hand that somewhere there has to be a starting point for that. And on a daily basis, because the false constantly presents itself to me as true. And I need to differentiate that. So where is that starting point? And that's the drop in, because where it presents where it's false presenting as true is up here. And I need to drop in from here to here. So the first thing I need to do is stop. That's in the process of the drop in, completely stop. And that's the point of honesty, where I have to ask myself, what am I? Because who does that? I make the assumption I know exactly what I'm feeling. But do I? Have I taken the time by stopping and asking, what am I feeling? Is it because I can say it's one thing? Is it a form of anger? Is it a form of sadness? Is it a form of joy? What am I feeling? And whatever it is that I'm feeling, can I take that moment to say to myself, do I like it after I have dropped? Say drop my energy, certainly drop my attention from here to my being, I call it, but my body. In my body, what am I feeling in my body? Not up here, because this doesn't even feel, but it wants me to believe it feels, because it'll instantly say, even if it's anger, oh, I like that. Oh, when I drop in my body, what is that feeling I'm feeling? Do I like that feeling? Whatever it is, being honest. And if I am liking what I'm feeling in my body, it, to me, at that point, obviously is peace. I'm feeling peace. I'm feeling joy. They're one and the same. So there's a non-issue. I'm good. If it's anything other than complete and total peace, well, at that point, more than likely, I didn't even need to drop in. The reason I dropped in was because there was something going on I didn't like. There was a question. There was something that needed to be attended to. And I needed to get honest in the first place. So, what I need to look at is, at that point, where is my tendency then to put the blame for anything that does not feel good? And in that, I can use Malama Aloha Pono in a productive way. It says it's relief for all relationships. That word all is capitalized, bolded, italicized, and underlined. The reason for it to be so exaggerated, all relationships, isn't for the reason of putting a blanket on every single. It's because it is pointing out the only relationship that gets overlooked is the one with me. And that's the one that gets looked at here. That's why I am so fortunate. As always, aloha. And to close, clicking on the thumbs up icon supports Aloha Speaks, as well as clicking on the free subscribe tab. Mahalo.